Hi guys, it's Patricia and welcome to Tester Tuesday. Today's Tester Tuesday is going to be a little bit different because we are not warming the votes from the previous week because those scents never arrived. They still have not come. My summer collection order has been in UPS's hands for I think 16 days now, so hopefully any day I'll get it. Hopefully next week we'll see the winners and I'll talk about that. So what I did was I went to a previous vote and I picked the next two highest votes, and we're going to talk about those today. And at the end of this video, instead of voting, I have a question for you. It is a one-answer question. It should be fun. So the first scent we're going to talk about this week, it is from the Mixa collection, and it is Rainfall and Lush Greens. This is the fresh scent from that collection of 5, and this is on cold sniff about a medium to strong scent for me. Some people said it was light, but I find it kind of strong. So these scents are designed to be mixed together and with other scents, but I warmed them on their own for this week. So the scent description for this, it says, true to its name, this lush and watery fragrance will bring a fresh green feel to any blend. So they're definitely right. It is a fresh, watery scent, and they talk about a fresh green feel. So I feel like I get mostly the watery scent, like maybe 60 to 70% of a watery scent. It's not a deep, dark, watery scent. It's kind of like a neutral, watery, generic, watery scent. Then the lush greens part is probably 30 to 40% to my nose, and it's not as green as a rainforest bungalow, and it's not a light green sweet scent as like an alpine meadow or something like that. It's somewhere in the middle. It's definitely a sweet green scent, but it doesn't seem as prominent to my nose in this mix. So when I smell this, my first instinct was it reminded me a lot of Make Waves. I still find that. Make Waves, if you're not familiar, it is a scent right here. I have it actually. It's Icelandic water. It has dewy greens and it has apple blossom. So it's a little bit darker and deeper and more masculine than the Rainfall and Lush Greens. So let's say you've tried this and you're like, I like it, it's okay, but it's just too masculine, it's a little too strong. You might want to give this a try because this is a little bit brighter, it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit sweeter, but it's along that same line. So maybe a little bit more feminine version of Make Waves, I'm not sure. But it definitely does speak to a fresh scent. So basically what I did was I put this in two spots. I put this in my open concept and then I put it in my bonus room. So in my bonus room, I left it going 19 hours over a 2-day span. I've actually switched my warmers up a little bit in my home, and I put my Vino warmer, which is a 40-watt Edison bulb warmer, in that room. And I think it's working a little bit better for that bigger zone. So yeah, strength and throw there was about 7.5 out of 10. I was pleased with it. And then I also put 4 cubes in my open concept layout amongst 3 warmers. And strength and throw there was about 7 out of 10. And I left going 3 days, 30-hour time frame, but I left it going overnight. So sometimes I just get tired and lazy and I don't turn my warmers off overnight, but I usually do. So for this one here, when I put this in my open layout, my son kind of walked in the room and he goes, oh, this scent is kind of basic. That's what he described it as, basic. So maybe it is kind of basic, but a lot of people are really liking this. For me, I think it's a nice scent for any area in your home, except for maybe a kitchen. And depending on if you like fresh scents in your bedroom, you could put it in there if you like, but it's fairly strong. I think it would do well in most areas of your home. Will I be repurchasing this one? No, it's not that I don't like it. I do like it. It's just an okay scent for me. But I don't tend to gravitate towards these type of scents anyway, so that is Rainfall and Lush Greens. Okay, our second scent that we're going to discuss today is also from the Mixa collection. It is Grapefruit Orange, and this is the citrus part of the Mixa collection. So, on cold sniff, when you smell it just like this, I would say it's about a medium intensity, and the scent description is, this classic citrus scent gets a little extra kick from the grapefruit. So it's perfect for adding some zest. Now, this was the one on cold sniff. I didn't like when I first smelled it, I didn't really like it. Then I was smelling it more and more, and as I was smelling it, I kind of started liking it a little bit better. Now, what I did was I put this in the warmers, and I'll explain how it did here in a second, but I put it in the warmers and I was kind of surprised. Like, I took 2 cubes and put it in here in my bedroom and 3 cubes down in my son's room, which has 2 warmers in that big zone. So you get a lot of orange at the beginning, but you also get something else. And I'm thinking, what is it? And I'm like, it reminds me of peach. It's like orange peach and very sweet. Like maybe there's sugar cane in there as well, but basically it's like an orange peachy scent on day 1. And my son walked in the room, the one that said Rainfall Lush Greens was basic. He said, oh my gosh, this smells like juicy water. And juicy water in our house is when you take those flavored drinks and you squeeze it in. And we have one right now, I think it's called Peach Orange Mango. So maybe he's kind of along the same lines as me, thinking that this smells like a peach scent. The other thing about this was when I'm in the room, day 1, no matter what, every breath I take, I can smell this. I don't go nose blind to the scent. Like literally every breath I take, I can smell grapefruit orange. So, and I really, really was liking it. I messaged a friend and told her how much I liked it. And I was like, oh my gosh. Now, let me tell you, it's super sweet, like almost borderline too sweet. Anyway, day 2 rolls around. I walked in and I left this going overnight because I was kind of on a time crunch. And I was like, oh my God, what's that smell? It's very similar to how things change for me with the scent, a scent like Christmas cactus or give me passion flower. Some people might say like the cat's pea smell. I'm not really sure, but what I think it is on day 2, the grapefruit makes this presence known. So on day 1, it's basically the orange, and it's also like an artificial orange. Let me tell you, it's not like true to life orange. It reminds me of like an orange peach ring. But on day 2, that grapefruit is just bang. And I'm like, holy crap. My scent appeal went down on day 2 for sure. And my husband really doesn't like grapefruit scents. So I'm like, oh. So what I'll do is I will jump to the performance of this and I'll tell you what I did. The 2 cubes that I had going here in my bedroom, I would say strength and throw 8 out of 10. I left it going 48 hours over 2 days or 3 days. We're on kind of the way it spans. Now yesterday, to cheat, I added something to this. I added pina colada cha-cha to this to kind of switch it up a little bit, and it made it really nice and creamy and delicious. So yes, downstairs in my son's room, I'm going to take it out soon, but they're still asleep and I don't want to wake them up. And if you're a mom and it's summertime, you want them to sleep as long as possible. And my son said, well, why should I sleep? And I'm like, down there, it's probably around the 40-hour mark, and I kind of peeked in. I couldn't really smell it very well, so it's pretty much done. But I would say strength and throw there was about 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, so it's funny. If you like orange scents, I think you're going to like this. On day 1, it's very orange. It's different from Sunkissed Citrus, which this is a little flatter. This is definitely sweeter and stronger. And Oodles of Orange has like almost like a zingy tone, and this is, like I said, very sweet. Sometimes I think it's kind of like this scent a little bit if you stripped away all the spices, which is hard to do, but it kind of reminds me of, something about it reminds me of spiced grapefruit, but without all the spices. So one thing I think you could do is if you wanted to mix this scent, you could mix it with spiced grapefruit and stretch it along if you find this one's a little too spicy. Immediately I kind of gravitated towards Southern Sweet Tea to mix with this. And I think that's maybe because I was thinking about the peach. But Pina Colada Cha-Cha is really nice with it. Vanilla bean buttercream, sugar cookie would probably be logical choices as well. So I think you could warm this anywhere. I'm going to try my open layout. I'm going to see if it's strong enough, but I think it probably will be. It's good for a bathroom, kitchen, bedroom. Very, very sweet though. If you don't like sweet scents, you may not like this. And if you don't like grapefruit, you may want to take it out after about the 24-hour mark or a little bit sooner. But do I like this scent? I really like this scent a lot. I'm going to put it in my Scentsy Club and kind of fiddle around with it. I think it's my favorite out of the collection so far, and that is Grapefruit Orange. So normally in this part of the video, I draw 6 scents and you guys vote, but things are going to be happening a little bit different until I get my order. So you're going to have a week off from voting. But instead, I just want to know, for interest's sake, we always talk about favorite warmers, but today we're going to talk about your favorite mini warmer, because when we all start out with Scentsy, we usually get mini warmers to start out because of the lowest in price. And, you know, that's kind of where most people start. So down in the comments below, just so everyone can see and read and get an idea, put your favorite mini warmer. Don't put more than one, pick one. And if you have a reason, you can put that down. It could be an emotional reason, a performance reason, whatever you want. So anyway, thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you guys have a great day in your neck of the woods. I hope you got something out of this video. It's a little bit different this week. And I'll see you guys in the next video.